W7M that nobody's inside of construction. Yin Candela's going off. KZ with a flash up to the top of the main stairs, and now one onto the landing too. KZ will go in with Supernova in hand, and a shot or two is all that it's going to take. Stop for a second, swung out on. It's the shotgun from Liquid to hit its marks. 3 kills for Team Liquid as W7M's entry is successfully halted for now. Julio and Herds are the last 2 standing from W7M, and they managed to get resets. Who pops up towards weight room. Patience from W7M rewarded. Hertz will come fist to fist, and it's Nesk. Hard pressed to imagine a more formidable opponent. Nesk gets a 2nd kill, and it's all up to Julio, one of the most experienced players in all of Brazil. But he goes up against the menace that is Palu, and Team Liquid takes round number 1. Blue. He hears the shotgun blasts go. KZ in a very tough position. There's a Black Mirror staring him down, and Liquid picks up their 2nd kill. A 3rd follows. Resets the one to claim that on the Herds. Julio in a very familiar spot with Volps up as well. No casualties for Liquid with 45 seconds left. Oh my. Scout He does good work, but that's it for Volps. Dropped with Julio far enough away that there will be no retrieval, and it's a secure from Nesk.
Julio again, last man standing. It's gonna suck. Resets, wins the gunfight.
Some serious damage. It's gonna lose one of the walls leading to the top of garage rafters. That's Julio using the exothermic charge. Palu sees one inside of construction. That call out will be made. Takes out Julio. 2 for Palu. It's a triple, baby. W7M walks into the monster's waiting arms, and it is just rhythmic to watch him go. There's a nade from below. Not in the right area code. A 2nd one from Volps. Will go down in a very conventional spot. 20 seconds left. Lagonis used both of his toxic canisters and now sustained some serious damage. KZ inside a gym, he's shut down. Ness cannot outduel Julio. These two have battled time and time again. Only 10 seconds to go in a 2v2. Resets holding this position. It's from construction where we see W7M come. Julio vaults in, resets, ends him. Volps running out of time. Well, the timeouts seem to put W7M in better position, but it's a game of inches as Team Liquid goes up 4-0. The defense, but it's also present for the attackers. Secondary hard breach in the hands of Herds has now been fully used. Gas canister tossed out. Nice shot from Herds, predicting Nesk as the peak from Church Wall goes through. Grenade tossed down as well, connects on to Lagonis. W7M so triumphant. JV the only one down, Hertz falters too. Palu's still in this position. Oh my God, he's so good. And he's got the last one lined up, but he's in a 1v2, 10 seconds left.
Oh, but a pistol.
Pistol out against the F2. This is gonna be dangerous. Relocating, running away. Julio down, and can KZ get him in time? No, he can't. Palu doesn't even need to get a kill. All he needs to do is play keep away. Fuse in this position. Ask will have to get on the ground. An army crawl on Aid goes in. More damage is done. How do you miss out on the sledge? You don't even see him now. He does. First kill goes to W7M, but it's answered back within seconds. First cluster charge goes off. At least it sounds like it. No casualties.
I can't believe Ask got away with that. Now Julio has to, frustratingly so, trying to flashbang his position, push up that staircase, but it's not going to be easy.
JV goes down to Nesk. W7M are just finding their fate at the hands of Liquid. The fuse of KZ getting Ask what little was remaining up on Catwalk. The bomb site inside of CCTV has been completely surrendered. Now all of W7M will have to storm in from the same position. Liquid far enough back inside of Cash. What little remains of KZ is what stands between Julio with the diffuser and the 3 players from Liquid. KZ hits the dirt, so does Lagonis. It's a 2v2. Liquid need to wait this one out. Julio rushing to line, takes matters into his own hands. Palu will need to clutch. He's been mighty fine, and he needs to stop Julio, but that's W7M to deny the 6-0 half. Taking this bomb site, which is the top of those stairs, the ladder rather.
Oh yeah, garage,
Oh my, Palu's just in.
Sending it.
Lagonis takes out JV. Palu's in the midst of the bomb site.
There's no rotates.
There's no rotates at all. Through the wall, down goes Herds. Nade in hand, ready. The last 3 players from W7M all sequestered towards blue, but Liquid doesn't have that intel. Diffuser in hand for Lagonis, almost going down. KZ needs to get back in, and he throws out his nitro cell, but the nade from Palu is true. And there's yet another. What the hell is going on for Liquid. Palu is playing at a level that we have not seen in an international match in so long. That's 6 kills since we re-hosted. Not 6 kills through 7 rounds, which in and of itself is good. What do you do if you're Julio? Take the engagement to Palu, get a relatively easy kill. Nice play on the resets. Or, no, it's Julio putting up a beautiful body of work together, but he can't get past Ask. Liquid move to match point. Get the diffuser planted, pick off the players from w7m. Right now, w7m doesn't really have any pressure being applied to them. Resets might not be aware that one of those players sits on his right. He walks in, taken out from inside of weight room. 2 quick kills from w7m, but that'll be it. Ness gets 1, but then the guns come alive, leaving Palu in a 1v4. They soften up by the gas, and Volps hops on over and denies the match in favor of Liquid. Goes out by Ask, JV blinded, but that bullet hose of the Alda will just spray out, and JV prevails in the engagement. 2 picks for w7m, 30 seconds to go. The defenders having a great stead. Nesk has been spotted through the black mirror. He can't deal with the Wamai of Herds. Everything falling apart for Team Liquid. The ghost of Palu still upstairs. He's the last one standing.
15 seconds left.
Took all that damage at the beginning, but he's just gonna waste time. You know you're not gonna find 5 of your adversaries. You might as well just deny them that flawless round. They will win the round flawlessly, though.
Yeah.
Even though there's been quite a lot of damage, allowing Herds to play freely towards construction and onwards. Nade sails down below, 30 seconds left. And a pre-fire from Herds will be heard by resets. Liquid trying to walk in, but Volps takes down Lagonis. Liquid not being able to put much on the board these last 3 rounds. Can they break it? As they are right now being held to match point. Resets walking in, there goes KZ. Reset saw another, he'll get swung from 2 separate angles. w7m stacking up on it, it's Ask outside of the breach, picking up a big kill, but what more can he accomplish as the time goes down to 0? Nothing, he stays alive, and w7m have won 3 in a row. The Jacuzzi breach. Wonder if it's being watched by the bulletproof camera that Herds brought with him. Nitro cell tossed out, ripped! And it does significant damage. Down goes resets. Lagonis injured by it as well. Neska's no more, but look at Lagonis. Unable to secure, gets swung on. JV picked off. Volp still bleeding out. It was a good start from w7m, but Liquid able to keep pace. There goes what was remaining of Volps as he crawled across the ground. Work with Herds, who was playing downstairs in kitchen, eager to get back to the bomb site. KZ sustaining some serious damage, and Palu has the read on this. Takes the head right off of Herds. It's Julio down for the count. KZ with 1 HP, won't go anywhere. Well, w7m seemed to be quite confident, but Liquid toyed with them for a little bit and ultimately came back in fine form. They steal w7m's map 7-4 and go up 1-0 in this series. Up towards that karaoke wall. There's a toxic canister. You got to get out of there. Ask and Lagonis taking so much damage in the process. Nesk, the first one to die. Resets, trades him back, and Palu with the skeleton key, continuing from where he was in the previous map. He's going to go with his 1 HP and diffuser in hand. Nick, that's not good if there's a smoke on the board, and Julio still has one of those gas canisters left. Ask has been dropped. Down goes Palu. Never mind. Oh,
trap.
Okay, 4 kills in quick succession. Round number 1 goes in favor of w7m. Expended all of the gas. 30 seconds left. A gas canister answered back by a smoke of resets.
The flank.
Shrouding the push. Herds by drum right now, runs into resets. Resets prevails. KZ first kill for w7m. Julio on the board too. Lagonis' gun finds its mark. Behind the bar, not too far away, there's damage that can be done. But from below, Julio will take the nitro cell. Can he stop the plant in time? Lagonis, for a moment, immobilized. All of them losing out to JV, but Lagonis can't hop back on the diffuser in time. And that's w7m starting a streak of their own as they're up 2-0. That you see. As Claymores have value for the attackers, so too do the Frostbats, because your entry point for most teams is going to be the Vault. And as Palu vaults in, he finds 2 quick kills. A third as the Frost is just out of reach, slipping through his fingers. Ask takes out Volps, but KZ trades it out.
The plan can go down. 35 seconds. It's a guessing game for w7m.
Hit the 30-second mark. Lagonis falls off. Is he being spam pinged? Does he just not like his positioning? Yes, he is being spam pinged. KZ from above, they can hear this vigil making a ton of noise. Frostmat? Is that what that was? No? What was that sound that we just heard? Oh, Herds out dueling Palu. Lagonis gets the diffuser down, and Herds is the one to follow up on it. He's the last man standing. Damage is done to Lagonis. Resets will need to clutch as the diffuser continues to tick away. He's far enough back, removed from the action. But can he get a clear line of sight to that diffuser? Herds is going to hop on it. Resets might not be able to get the beat on him. As he charges up, Herds is going to stick it, and he does enough damage, but no, W7M still gets it, as Liquid's a little bit too slow to the punch.
Timing.
Oh, Palu just missing out. Sees the Malusi, will spray through the wall, and he gets lucky on a bullet pen hit, but not enough to do any serious damage. Resets, caught by the double impacts. Lagonis will need to come to his rescue. He's not able to get him in time. A good suicide play from KZ to trade out. It's Lagonis in a 1v2. Flash goes. Lagonis blinds himself, but not Julio. Peek out from JV, no. Exhibiting the patience that we've come to know from these teams at this level. Lagonis has the case in hand. He'll need to get it down. Julio prone, and it's JV to swing. Intel was there. W7M doing to Liquid what was done to them in map number 1. 4-0, as we are not going to have a close map. Over his head, waiting on the rest of his team to come together. Selma from Lagonis will go off. JV toss out a Nitro. Salin gets the Selma as well as Lagonis. Damage has been done, but still W7M in a pretty good spot. JV is down, pistol, cannot connect. It's a swing. W7M are just pulverizing Liquid at this current point. And Julio gets very confident on the breach. Resets 1 kill for Liquid. Ask taking damage from that electric claw on the wall. Kaid still bleeding out. JV at the halfway point, but holding on to his wounds for now. They see Ask's position out of the office, secures the kill, but again, W7M just don't need to give an inch. They try to isolate the position, but Ask can't do it. 5-0. This is happening on each team's other map. This is W7M's choice of clubhouse going in favor of Liquid, and
he was full HP.
That's incredible. What a shot from Volps.
I can't believe my shotgun doesn't do that.
Do I need to say it again?
Fine. Washed pro player. Nesk, however, he brings the fire.
All of Liquid bringing the fire right now. Volps in a 1v2. Diffuser still in the hands of Lagonis. Volps waiting. Aruni Gate reset. Nitro Cell ripped out it goes, and what? He doesn't pull at the last second. Volps doing great damage to Nesk. Back onto the diffuser, Lagonis goes. Do you trust Nesk? That is the real question. Up with the shotgun. Volps has only one more to find, and he'll just dance around it. Lagonis at full HP. Volps makes the impossible possible. First half goes to W7M, 6-0. Selma goes, shotgun is out. Palu has to dance around the flash. Things go from bad to worse for Liquid. They're already staring down the barrel of defeat, and a nade will claim Nesk. Goes 3-7 in this matchup. There might be no hope of salvation for him. Villa becoming a very real possibility for map number 3, especially as W7M pick up yet another kill. Ask drops. Lagonis is also down, finished off to Herds. This is Liquid in free fall. Palu in a 1v5. Could it be a flawless end to the first 7-0? No, Palu denies that. But he gets spotted as he heads back into the bomb site, and JV shuts it down. It is at least a 7-0, the first that we've seen yet here in Sweden. We will go to map number 3. What a statement by W7M.
Out somehow. I see why Paolo went for that chase, because I mean, when you lose this to a spawn, you gotta, just go for it. The round is already in a bad position. KC has leveraged so much time for this position. He's looking to go aggressive again, opting for that flank instead of falling back. It's a free pick on Lagonis. Things are falling apart.
How is KZ allowed to do this down below? That's the real question. Spam through the walls, it'll open things up. He's still in such good spot. Now it's Ask who gets collapsed upon by Volps. The Vectors hitting their marks.
Unironically, the Hibana actually is a phenomenal hard-breaching operator to bring, even though it's not that common. Whereas the Mute Band, it just makes you able to drone and breach things easier. Nesk finds that kill we spoke about. He's finding some value on the board, but he's 1 HP now.
Dare from Volps, who was the hero of a previous round. Taken out by Nesk, still in this position, answered back by Herds. Controlling and holding command out of 90. Down goes Julio to Lagonis. Herds picked off as well. Liquid are boxing them out of the bomb site. It's all on the shoulders of JV92, but that beautiful crossfire from Liquid breaks the streak. Teams tie up at 1 apiece.
Clear this. Meanwhile, Ask, he's challenging the bomb site.
Nesk is the first death. Heard a call of what sounded like frustration. Entirely impossible to know what it was. Numbers being equalized and Liquid coming out ahead. They managed to get the down onto JV. This is far more like the Liquid that we are used to. But Volps with that shotgun seems to be on a whole other level. Now it's Ask who gets gunned down by KZ. Toxic Canister goes out. Just under a minute and a half to go. Both Palu and Resets below 50% HP, full HP on the benches of w7m. Sets them up quite effectively. Keep in mind, there might be Capcan traps still on the board. That'll kill both of these 2 remaining players from Liquid if they hit one.
Yeah, I mean, now this he reaches the read, gets the flank shot down. Last moves falls 1 HP, but take grenade! It takes him off the board as well.
Ying, Valkyrie were removed on the side of Liquid. w7m banned out the Dokkaebi and the Smoke. Speaking of the operator that Julia was playing last round, he switched on to Castle, and he is as good as dead. Volps hunted down by Nesk. This is the vintage Nesk that we are accustomed to seeing, and he'll continue onwards as KZ meets his fate at the hands of the Brazilian god himself. Could it be? No. Only 2 kills for Nesk, but it's narrowed w7m down to 1, and it's Palu there as the backup, the 1-2 punch for Liquid. And they seem motivated by this. Nesk doesn't seem to know where they are. Look to the right. We hear the Mozzie of Julio. He does indeed see him.
Wow, good read.
Another is there as well. Liquid find 2 on the board. w7m just evading those
staircase. Lagonis staring down to keep it barrier and that laser gate. Palu, he has to find some value in study balcony because you cannot sit and wait for something to happen. You gotta be the one to make it work.
And Herds catches Lagonis trying to swing from the door. They triple up. Liquid came close, but then fell apart all within the span of 5 seconds. Side with Julio. One of the first casts that I ever did with Brazil involved Julio on a Monte, and it is nice, or on a Blitz. It is nice to see him reunited with a Shield operator. As I was talking about that, Liquid suffering the loss of Palu, and now Ask as well, as Julio will take matters into his own hands. The Mountain will move forward, unsheath his pistol and do some serious damage. Nesk cannot outduel Herds. w7m putting in some serious work as they now try to damage the Montane as much as possible. Resets in brutal spot, and it's been a double trade. Lagonis, the only one remaining for Liquid unless resets can be picked back up, and that's exactly what Lagonis will try to do. But is the coast clear? JV in this position, but Lagonis slaughters him. It's KZ to secure the final kill and put him into a 1v1 against Lagonis. He has an idea, an inkling, you can say. He'll shrug off that damage from the shotgun of Lagonis. KZ holds the diffuser. A minute to go in the standoff between the teams. Both phenomenally talented players. KZ, the top-rated player at the moment. He has to get towards the Aviator Games bomb site. He sprints in that direction. Lagonis, hot on his heels. But looking at the angle, KZ swiftly removes Lagonis. And w7m pick up yet another round. Advantage for w7m with 45 seconds to go. Volps will then take up more space inside of the bomb site. Amazingly, it's not the Montane who has the diffuser, it's Julio. So Volps doesn't need to be put in a vulnerable position as the Monty. All he needs to do is wait for Julio to get into the spot that Julio sees best. Both Julio and Volps taking some damage, as now that diffuser goes down, C4 goes out, it's not blocked. Both Volps and Julio go down for the count. And it's a 2v2 with Liquid making it a 2v1. JV92 moving up towards Statue, and he gets both of the kills. What the hell was that? w7m have now tied the game.
You have the one flashbang, there's two flashbangs left really. You can't really plant versus, actually I take it back, there's no C4, no Tentix babes. You could absolutely plant here.
Oh my. Volps toying with it, sprints on in, down goes Palu. Herds traded out as Lagonis picks up a kill. Still in this position by Volt. Here's the diffuser going down. He has to contend with Volps. Where's resets to come to the record, or to come to the help? He was in a position where he could have done something, but he doesn't accomplish it. W7m shuts down Team Liquid, and they gain the lead.
Intel from that singular touch drone. Second one also on the bottom side, but Lagonis, he finds both. Intel shut down.
Nice play by Liquid, and that's the kind of start that they want. A jump scare for Lagonis as Herds is suddenly in the action, and Lagonis can find 2 picks. W7m's push falters, leaving Julio in a 1v4. 90 seconds left to go. Inside a pantry. It might as well be his tomb at this point. Liquid don't really need to do that much, just wait for him to get out of his position. A flashbang will go. Liquid does not swing onto him, but Ness pops up. It doesn't need to be a swing. Liquid break the streak, and now we have a tie game. This time last round, w7m only had a single player up. Palu and Liquid. Palu and Ask of Liquid dealing damage. KZ and Herds are gone. You gotta think that they feel confident. These have been the 2 offensive threats so far for w7m. And the Monty is up, which means that Julio and JV are on an escort mission. Diffuser's being planted. It'll have to be a retake from Liquid. Smokes go out as well to distract and keep them away. Liquid boxed out of the bomb site to walk on in. Spam pings. JV sees the smoke clear. Palu obliterates him on that play. The Monty being watched by Julio, who sees the alibi of Ask. Julio tries to drop, can't do it. The Montaigne is left alone. Palu guns them down. And it's Team Liquid on series point, 1 round away from a grand final. 5 seconds left. And Liquid don't have a lot of HP. Palu's still riding this out inside of Trophy, but he can't outduel JV. Lagonis and Nesk will need to work together to clutch this round and secure Team Liquid a berth in the grand finals tomorrow. Lagonis sees the Dokkaebi of Volps, can't do much about it. Nesk position inside of the bomb site. The Monty of Julio getting the diffuser down. Nesk blindly spraying in, more damage done to Lagonis, and Nesk stops it in its tracks. Suddenly 2 kills for Liquid has put them in great position, but the newest member of Liquid in the final 10 seconds has to clutch. The diffuser going down. Can he fly in under the radar? No, Herds prevents him. The clutch from Liquid won't be there. Overtime to settle the deal between w7m and Team Liquid.
For 2 toxic baits and 1 C4 to go for Liquid.
Oh, Volps finds an opportunity as Lagonis in the middle of the bomb site goes for a rotate. It's ill-advised smoke that forces the defenders into a more favorable position. The Nitro Cell shot out by Volps, and there goes a grenade tossed away. Volps trying to isolate the Goyo, but Resets is on the flank, shutting down Julio, and Ask seals the deal as Liquid move back to series point. There goes another one just by the model. You've also got the 2 black mirrors of Volps on Mira and the Kaid claws if you spot them. Oh, Nesk is making his own opportunities. 2 huge picks for Ness because he wants a grand final, but there's 3 Nitro Cells for w7m. 1 has hit its mark. Liquid answers back with Herds being felled. KZ is dropped 2. Volps will need the clutch of his life, and he starts with a single kill, but you ask and you shall receive. Team Liquid will move to the grand final.